Yeah, but one more thing. Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley this weekend as well. So
Ooh, I forgot about that.
make sure you tune into that as well.
All right, quick 2 minutes on that before we wrap up. I know you and I both have to run, but Tyron Woodley stepping in, I believe it was like 8 or 9 days notice. Tommy Fury pulled out of the fight. I believe he was injured.
Everybody knows the story. What's going to happen in the fight?
What's going to happen? I hope Woodley gets the KO, and that's going to, or at least a biased decision the way that Jake Paul got a biased decision the first time. That way that they run back a trilogy. So I think because of the freak show circus that Triller is, I think Woodley's going to somehow win the second fight, and that's going to make way for a trilogy.
I need Tyron Woodley to wake the fuck up, bro. Like, he needs to wake up because
You're knocking on the wrong door, brother. You're knocking on the wrong door.
I need him to wake up because he's still Tyron Woodley. You could beat this kid up 100%. Like, we saw it in this few seconds of good that he had in the first fight. Like, he's significantly stronger than Jake Paul is. Significantly more experienced than him. So he should win this fight. If he doesn't win this fight, then fuck him. I'm never watching him or listening to his rap videos or songs ever again because it's embarrassing the sport. Don't do that, brother. Don't do it.
Experience-wise, because Jake Paul has only had a number of fights, I'm expecting a more or less similar Jake Paul to show up. You know what I mean? Because, like, when you're new to the sport, there's only, you're learning things, what you can change, what you can't. Someone like Tyron Woodley, he's been in so many different fights with so many high caliber athletes where he had to tune his fucking, like, his skills. This guy's a striker, this guy's a wrestler. So he had to adapt and overcome. So he's able to, I feel like, adapt to his opponent much better. So I'm expecting a more refined Woodley going into this fight, and I'm expecting a very similar Jake Paul from the last fight.
I'm not expecting anything from Tyron Woodley because Tyron Woodley has been very upsetting in his past few years. He's been showing me nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm embarrassed of him. I'm embarrassed to be his fan because he shows me freaking nothing. I'm not confident in this fight. I don't know what to expect because Tyron Woodley is something is wrong.
In out of love with you.
He's falling out of love. He's falling out of the sport also at the same time. So Tyron Woodley's frustrating. I know when he just lost, I kept telling you how frustrated I was with him because he needs to unleash. Like, get knocked out. Get knocked out. I'd rather see him get knocked out than him fight, like, so reserved. And
I'm ready for that, honestly, at this point.
If you're chasing the money, I don't want to see you fight. I don't want to see you fight. Fight and knock this kid out. And not because I hate Jake Paul, because I don't, but
I'll put it this way.
He needs to wake up, bro.
I'll put it this way. If Tyron Woodley loses again, his legacy goes to shit. That's like, legacy, bro. It's one thing to lose him once, but to lose him twice, bro, like, you're the fucking former UFC welterweight champion. He's like 2 years removed. Grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, fairly recently. Bro, come on.
Before 2 years removed, he was on a 4-fight losing streak. Hasn't had a knockout since 2016, I believe. So Robbie Lawler. It's not the same Tyron Woodley, but he's still Tyron Woodley. Yeah. He's still able to do it. He's just hesitant. He's not unleashing.
That's why I'm hoping that he tasted what he needed to taste in the first fight. Yeah.
Like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm just fired up for this fight.